Right, I'm joined by Wanderers manager Mark White ahead of today's National League fixture at home to Woking. Mark, firstly, how are you doing today?
Very good, thanks, mate. Looking forward to the old local derby.
Yeah, I was going to say, at the start of the season, this is probably one of the fixtures you kind of circle and go, that's a big ticket game. Especially when you find out it's close to Christmas as well. Are you expecting a big crowd today?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at best part of 3,000 in here probably, which is a lot for this ground. It's a small ground. I think we'll have a load of home fans in here, which is great. They've got behind us all season, home and away. But also a word for Woking and these clubs that follow their teams and put a few quid in the pocket of the opposition makes a big difference to all of us. And they came down here last year literally in their thousands, and today I think they'll be the best part of that. So we really appreciate that.
Looking at Woking, obviously last year they were finishing the playoffs and had a good little run in the playoffs. But obviously this year, kind of the opposite. They find themselves down near the bottom four. What do you put that down to?
Well, to be honest, I think the expectation was probably a bit too high. Like, if I'm honest with you, Darren done such a good job last year with them, and then when they didn't have a good start, it felt a bit panic stations over there. That's just me being candid, but who am I to talk about another football club? I mean, I think they've got similar players. It's a tough league. It is a tough league. They've had injuries, and we know better than anybody, but if you get 2-3 injuries to key players in this division, then you are pushing water uphill, and obviously we're in a similar position now. So I think, listen, they've got a lot of L's next to their name, which makes it a tough place to be. But we'll be looking to capitalise on that really today, and we've got our own troubles, but we're just looking to put on a performance and see where it ends up.
You mentioned about how they've kind of been in poor form. Obviously, one win in their last 9, I think it is. Is that something that can trip you up? Sod's law, as it were.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'd like to think our boys won't adjust anything. In terms of I think they're more than aware that they're a great side with great players, and just having a really bad time. The manager's not been replaced, and they've got L's next to the name, and it looks like at the moment they don't think they can win a game, and so they're going to be looking to do everything they can, and they've got the quality there to turn that round. At the end of the day, this is just another game in the season. That is the bottom line. With where we are today, we can't name a fully fit striker, so we're just having to treat it like another game until we get to that promised land of a fit football team. We're obviously way off where we want to be, but we just want the boys to give a good account.
So looking obviously at Dorking, you mentioned not too many changes. What's the team looking at for today?
Well, Charlie Carter is going to make his debut and start the game, which is brilliant. Charlie Carter is whether it's today or tomorrow, whenever, people are going to realise he's a real, I'm going to say, class above. I think he's matured really well as a footballer. I think in the last 2-3 years he looks a class above the league. Movement, goals, assists. He hasn't played in a long time. We're going to try and get 45 minutes out of him. We've got planned, that's where we are at the moment. We've got planned changes. We know we can. Alfie's not fully fit. He'll probably be more effective coming on second half when they're tired than he will be starting. And if he starts, we haven't got a replacement striker. Harry Ottaway's on the bench. He's not fit to play. He's just stock and filler. So look, we're missing Pybus, Briggs, Bowerman, Jason.
The list goes on.
Big old list, mate. But listen, the boys we've got out there will give a really good account. I think all the games last year were really good games. Like, we were great over their place, and we were even greater here. So I think the two teams and clubs have provided a great deal of entertainment, and let's see if we can do that again today, but we come out on the winning side.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, good luck today, Mark, and speak to you after the game.
Thanks, mate.